Alright, we are casting a game today. This game is an off-racing exhibition game between none other than Thunderdog Esports Shock. She will be spawning as the yellow Terran in the bottom left, and her opponent, the blue Protoss, in the top right, none other than, excuse me, T-Dog's Sithmypants.
Yes, Sith spawning as the teal Protoss. Going to be playing the baby blue pieces, if you will. Shot going to be moving out here to the front of her natural and going to be probably building a first depot all the way up there.
I would imagine so. It looks like Shock is going to be building depots near these destructible rocks here. What else can you say? What map are we playing on, Laura?
Yeah, we're playing on a map from Galaxy Esports called Lichen Hills. It's a map that's got a natural and main base on the same level, so we have these unbuildable rocks that can be destroyed that prevent people from doing some kind of bunker or pylon wall-offs against Zerg. That normal type of shenanigans. Then your natural ramp is a 4-wide ramp that has destructible rocks that make it a 2-wide for walling purposes, but can be broken down to allow some early aggression. Your third base moving down is pretty close, but it's also fairly open. You also have to deal with these site blocking pillars next to your base. Even though units can't land on those can be good places to do some early aggression. You also have this middle high ground that features a couple of bases at either end and just some also more optional bases around the map. So kind of a base heavy, evenly, fairly spread out map.
Yes. Now both players are getting a rather quick gas. They're fully saturated. Each player has fully saturated one gas geyser. Cybernetics score now going down by Sithmypants.
Yep, Sith is getting his Zealot as well, opting to go for the Zealot first against against the Terran. Some people will decide to wait for the Stalker, but he's going to get that Zealot out. Be interesting to see whether he just scouts around the map with it, use it to defend off scouting SCVs, or if he actually wants to go and do a little bit of poking with it.
Yeah, likewise, Shock does now have her first Marine up and running. More shenanigans happening by Shock here. Proxy factory going down.
Yeah, I expect probably Widow Mines, maybe Hellions coming out of this. You would think. I did see a game that Total Biscuit casted of one of his ladder matches where a guy proxied tanks, and he was saying, "Who proxies tanks?" He was quite frustrated that he lost that, but with the instant siege mode, maybe, who knows, proxy tanks might be a good idea.
Actually, it would be fun to watch, but I think, knowing Shock, we can expect proxy Widow Mines in this situation.
Looks like this SCV is gearing up to lay down this natural expansion.
I'll make a bet with you. There's the Widow Mines. I was right.
Oh, you are definitely right. Of course, Widow Mines, never a bad choice to build those. They're an effective unit. They can abuse people that don't have detection, and just generally apply a lot of pressure. Looks like this Widow Mine's actually going to get in before any kind of detection is up at all, so Sithmypants got to be very careful. If he can snipe the mine before it burrows, then he's going to be in good shape. But if this gets in to his main and blocks that mineral line, then he's going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think, like you said, Sith, it's very important that he get this mine before it burrows.
And
it's down.
And it does one-shot the Zealot. The Zealot doesn't get out of the way in time. Now it's moving. The Stalker can actually have a chance to get some hits on it, but it does get away.
Yeah, that was actually... I'm not really sure why Shock chose to withdraw it. Obviously, there's no detection. It's way too early for detection to be on the field just yet. I kind of wish he'd have kept it up there in the base. Yeah,
definitely something that of a missed opportunity there. The factory is actually going to be flying back towards Shock's base, so
that's actually a smart decision. Maybe I would say another smart decision that could have been made there was maybe wait another couple of minutes and then fly the factory in to do some scouting. You've only got a couple of stalkers there. I think it could kind of get in and out, and Not that you
Yeah.
really need it, to be honest.
True, you'd actually land it in the main and then build some more middle widow mines before the stalker could get it down. But okay, this widow mine is going to be moving up, and the
Oh,
stalkers will poke, and
oh,
it
oh!
does, and it shoots, and it takes down the stalker.
One stalker goes down. I'm surprised that more than go down, actually.
Yeah, well, it
Wow.
does. It has enough power to one-shot the stalker. It splashes about 50 damage to the units around it, which is still an incredible amount if you get a lot of widow mine blasts in one location. And certainly
Yeah, I
not.
have a feeling Shock is probably scared of detection because she keeps pulling that Widow Mine back. But
Yeah.
at any rate, she's going to be doing all right. She's already that Widow Mine is, even if it died now, it's paid for itself. And detection is now out, so Sithmypants is going to have a better time dealing with this now that he knows where these Widow Mines are.
Yeah, it does have the observer. I'm surprised he passes right over the widow mine without dealing with it, because now that this observer is moving out across the map, then he's going to have a hard time if it does this. If more widow mines come, or that middle widow mine actually gets in there. But shouldn't be too big of a problem. He's got another observer out now. Got stalkers at the front, and he's going to be going in here and getting a pretty good scout.
Yeah, and it looks to me like Shock is opting to go the bio route with bio Widow Mines. She does have, oh, excuse me, three barracks out, and obviously the factory that's producing Widow Mines. Likewise, Sith My Pants is also going more of a gateway army as well.
Mm-hmm. That is definitely true. And Sithmypants does have the Twilight Council, is getting his charge up, getting another forge, so definitely looks like he wants to be able to do some kind of aggression here. He's got a couple of gateways that he needs to transform into warp gates, but looks like he's trying to get his upgrades up for his gateway units and get enough warp gates up, get his detection out, maybe do some kind of a two-base aggression.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think I'm kind of wondering where he might decide to throw his proxy pylon? I don't think he's even moved out with a. No, he hasn't moved out yet to place that down. But more warp gates are going down, or gateways, I should say, and
Oh.
a Templar archives.
So he's going to be transitioning in the storm, and that's basically playing this gateway style. That's what you always want to do. He wants to get that storm up. Maybe in the later game he'll add Colossus, but it's not a big deal right now. He just wants to be able to get that splash damage out to be able to deal with any kind of aggression that might come from the Terran involving STEM or medevacs and stuff like that. I do really love the position of this observer, though, over here on this side. It can scout for any drop coming in that direction.
Right. Shock is playing a little bit from behind right now. I think the early aggression, while was a smart idea, and she did take a few units, set her behind a little bit as far as macro goes. She's working 35 SCVs to Sith's 50 probes, and is at a bit of a supply block right now. She's been supply blocked for quite a while now, so that's going to hurt her.
Yeah, pretty much a hard supply block. Sithmypants is almost double her supply right now, which is just really showing you that even though he's off racing, he does have some macro ability. Playing Protoss, he's got some Archons out now. So it looks like he's going to be in pretty good shape. Might just want to step out and take a third.
Yeah, there's no harm in doing that. He's definitely going to be able to defend that. And we do have a observer positioned all the way around the map. So as you mentioned earlier, Sithmypants is going to be able to spot any sort of warp prisms or anything like that. I'm not warp prisms, but drops coming in by Shock.
Any of those booster medevacs come in, definitely going to be able to see those coming. Dealing with them and seeing them are two different things, obviously, but it's definitely going to help see that coming from a long way off. But we don't really see medevacs on the field. We got one on the field right now from Shock. It is moving across the map. It's moving a little bit more on the inside, so I wonder if the observers are going to see it, and this one is not.
Well, I'm trying to see the rally point here, and it looks like her rally just barely passes out of the range of that observer there.
So where exactly, if this medevac actually goes just straight north, straight up, then it will not be seen by that observer. Let's see here.
Look, I don't think, nope.
No,
the
it does
observer
not.
will miss it. That's very unfortunate for Sithmypants. All that work to place those.
I think it's a mistake to drop at the third, though.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't. You don't really want to attack a building that's building, especially if it's vulnerable, because he can just get that cancel off. And actually, it actually works out. He does not get
He
the
does
cancel.
not get the cancel. And Shock's going to use the afterburners to boost up into the main and do some damage up here, maybe.
Yeah, definitely will be doing that. Now these,
Gotta watch out for
these
the feedback.
Archons going to the mineral line. Going to try to get some more damage done, but I don't know exactly how much these. Just dropping off one Marine at a time here. I'm not exactly sure what she's trying to accomplish with that.
Now using the afterburner. Trying to get those units to hold up and have deal with something. And the charge lot's going to be moving in, and they are going to slowly whittle away at the Marines. Actually, just one Marine now dies. If you're killing 3 Zealots, medevacs are pretty good, pretty decent. I heard somebody tell me one time.
Oh, now if we take a look here at the natural, Sithmypants is pushing in to Shock's natural. Thors are out on the field, though.
Yep, Thor's Marines, these 4 medevacs, doing a really good job. It's going to be really close, but it looks like the gateway units, the Archons, soaking up those Marines. The Widowmine from Shock did some damage, but now it's on its cooldown, and now these SCVs at the natural are just completely vulnerable.
Yeah, the Widowmine's likely going to get another Stalker, but these Archons are the saving grace for Sithmypants right now.
Absolutely, and there that one Stalker does go. And this natural is very much in danger of falling. I'm not sure how much Shock has left. She's almost mined out in the main base. And what else is left? There's another Thor, 9 Marines on the way.
Yeah, and, well, I don't know. Sithmypants has plenty of Zealots. In fact, he's got so many Zealots. He's just got Zealots chilling there in the middle of the map. Like, they're taking their coffee break, waiting on their turn.
What Archons are not good at, they are not good against Thors. They don't do any bonus damage like they do against Marines. And these Zealots look like they will be cleaned up, but at what cost? The natural is gone. And if we look at the supply count, Protoss does have an edge. It's mainly in workers.
Yeah, I feel like a mistake by Sithmypants there is he's still got these 6 Zealots in the middle of the map. He likely forgot about them, I'd imagine. He didn't take them. Not keeping your army together, not keeping his army together, definitely didn't help his chances in that engagement.
Certainly
Shock's
didn't
going to
help.
retake her natural now.
Yeah, now with this mine and all these Marines out here, these Zealots aren't really going to do anything. Although the mine could splash on some of the Marines.
And it does, but no Marines are killed in action this day. Not by the Widowmine, I don't think.
That means Shock is not innovation.
Oh man, that was an excellent game. All right, Sithmypants is electing to finally go ahead and take his third. He says, "Oh, if I can't beat him, I'll expand." So macroing is the route he wants to take. Try to build up a little bit stronger for us. I'm actually very
Holy High Templar, Batman. Quite a few posted by this pylon here. And all these Marines coming out. Do they have storms available? They do! And they come down the Marines, and all those Marines will go down.
Very good of Sithmypants to keep his High Templars behind his Zealots there to
now morphing in 3 Archons. One of them falls, 2 of them will spawn.
And with this Thor here, I don't think it's going to work out. But the Zealots do warp in, the Thor is going to go down. So
now this third base is extremely vulnerable. We'll see what Shock has left. Looks like just a handful of Marines. They almost all have their own personal medevac, which is a kind of a cool thing. You know, it helps those Marines feel special, makes them feel like they're actually, you know, the Dominion actually likes them. They're not just throwing them out to the wolves. But now these Zealots come in and grind their faces in with psionic blades, so they're feeling less than special now as the medevacs live, and they do not.
Right, but Shock, I think, is going to be able to hold this off and clean it up. She's got more Marines on the way.
Yeah.
However, if we take a look at there's a Widowmine at the pylon that Sithmypants has in the middle of the map, and I don't think I missed it. I didn't see if it got any kills there, but that's definitely something I want to keep an eye on.
It has 2 kills right now, and it can kind of camp that pylon and damage anything that's warping in. Obviously, you at least kill one thing that's warping in. So that's always good. More warp gates coming down from Sithmypants as he's continuing to use this gateway-heavy style. He's got 5 more gateways incoming, as well as a number of High Templar continuing to build and chronoboost observers out of his robo. That's not a bad idea at all. You want to have as much detection out of the map as you possibly can, especially if you're not using that to build something else.
Right, definitely. Now, if you take a look at the units and the production and all that good stuff, Shock definitely does feel behind, and it looks like she's behind. But how far behind really